Man, I was just sitting by my window facing the east, just saying my morning prayers and giving thanks. And one of the things that I always give thanks about is waking up indoors. Waking up indoors and waking up having like clean sheets and waking up in a home that I feel safe in, that I have an ID that actually matches the address here. And I've had this ID for like years now. I have like this phone that I'm talking to you on, and like the bill's paid, and I've had the same phone number for years. Like, it's so wild to me, and I'm so, so grateful. Like, I never want to lose this awe that I have about like being able to truly live and not just survive. Because I know what it's like to be like even indoors in a home like that is cold and like full of people like in their cycle of addiction and using, and I was right there with them to the point where I would sit hours in the same spot because I didn't want to get up, because if I got up maybe there was a round and I didn't want to like miss that round. I wouldn't eat for days. I wouldn't drink for days. Like, I'd always try to drink water, and that's why I'm always saying drink water, drink water. We should be like hydrating our bodies. That like our bodies need water. I would go like literally a couple days without eating some days. And man, today I didn't wake up like that. I didn't wake up like with fear, actual fear in my soul about how am I gonna like get more of these drugs before I start getting sick today. Like, always on a time clock, like always just constantly. Addiction is like not, it's like four full-time jobs that you have to like constantly like be working on. Like, being an addiction is a lot of work. A lot of people are like, oh, they're lazy. They're, you know how much work goes into being in the cycle of addiction, no matter if you have your hustle out there, no matter what it is that you're doing in order to get your drugs before you get sick, violently sick, it's a lot of work. And man, I didn't wake up like that. And you know what? It's been over 13 years now, or 12 years, sorry, 12. It's been over 12 years now where I have been waking up like this, where I have not had to deal with withdrawal. I haven't had to deal with like looking at my phone and being scared and going, oh my gosh, who did I call? Who did I text last night when I was drunk, or when I was in a blackout, or when I was in my psychosis? How many voices did I hear? How many people were after me? Like, it's like, man, how, oh, the paranoia. Like, being so paranoid and feeling like everybody was following me, but then going to sleep and waking up and being like, oh, they're all gone now. I don't miss that. I do not miss the cycle of addiction. So, if you are in recovery, or if you're just starting recovery, or if you are in the cycle of addiction, I'm going to let you know recovery is possible. Recovery is possible. Man, I used to use an IV like multiple times during a day, and I never knew how I was going to get through a day without doing that. Now I can't even imagine doing that. In fact, it might scare me. I'd be like, I don't know, is that clean? Is that, what are we doing here? It would freak me out. Back in the day, I was looking in like sharp containers, grabbing them because I couldn't find clean ones. So I remember going to a hospital in Duluth and looking into their sharps and like, grabbing them because I didn't have access to clean ones. I'm lucky I didn't catch anything. Seriously. Man, the cycle of addiction is wild. In any case, I woke up today in a warm house, clean sheets, running water, electricity, nobody after me. I don't owe anybody money. Life is good. Life is good. I got to remind myself of these things. And if you're struggling in recovery, remind yourself of these things today. What is it that you're grateful for? What is it that you're working towards? You're doing the best you can with the tools you have, so do not give up. I love you. Now, go have a good day. I just needed to get this out of my mind. Thank you for listening to me.